Okay, welcome to a class on OUGH sounds and AUGH and IGH and EIGH. Yeah, let's look at these difficult spellings because they obviously don't sound anything like they look. Yeah, and that's the first thing to remember. If you see these guys, prepare yourself for a different sound than what they look like. So this is, I've given you quite a few times now. I think I've already put it in lessons before this one. This simple sentence of English can be understood through, tough, thorough, thought, though. And I think they're good words to practice with for a few different reasons. First reason, they all look the same, don't they? Yeah, and my eyes also, a native's eyes, when they see those 5 words, they also think, aren't they all the same? Yeah, they all look the same. But they all sound so different. That's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is that they're also useful. How many times do you say I thought? How many times do you use the preposition through? How many times do you need to use the subordinating conjunction though? And the answer is lots. Thorough is a very common adjective and adverb, and tough is a very common adjective. And so they're all really useful words. And so do make sure you've got your head wrapped around how all of these words sound. Okay, so I've given you some other words that I want you to remember in the same group as well, because there are other words that sound the same. And here are the phonetic symbols. So through, I couldn't think of another word with OUGH that sounded like through. And if you can think of one, please put it in the discussion. I'm always interested. So through does rhyme with hue, and it's this ooh sound, ooh, ooh. Through, hue, do, it's the same sound. Yeah, if I put a few other words up here, do, to. Yeah, they're all the same sound. Through. They rhyme with this. They've got this sound in them, and this is why they rhyme with through. Through, hue, do, to. Yeah, and I want to remind you that it's through and not through. Not through. It's through and not through. Through. It's just through. You don't need to ring your vocal cords at the start. This is a voiceless H. You don't ring your vocal cords at the start with through. Through. And it's the same with thorough. It's not thorough. It's not thorough, but it's thorough. It's not through, but it's through. Through, thorough. Yeah, so that's a voiceless TH at the start here. Okay, but I've forgotten tough. So I'm going to do tough first. So you've got through, which rhymes with hue. Yeah, and that's the preposition, through. So remember it like I walked through the trees. Yeah, do remember these words in sentences. It's the best way to learn a language. And so I walked through the trees, or throughout the night it was raining, yeah, which means all through the night. And you can use it like that, or throughout the years, all through the year. Yeah, you can use this through in a lot of different ways. Tough now. Tough is this adjective, tough. And it's got this sound, and it's exactly the same sound that you hear in rough. Now, tough means strong, doesn't it? A tough man. Rough, you can take a rough guess. You can say, I've got a rough idea of what's going on. Yeah, which means an approximate idea. Roughly means approximately. So roughly 15 means maybe 13, maybe 14, maybe